Hello, hello, hello. I think I am live. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, well, well. I see Wanda Hutchins was the first one in the house today. Oh my goodness. Hello, Wanda. Nora's here. I saw you called Nora, but I was racing to get here. Jessica and her little friend were at the movies, and oh my goodness. Anyhow, hey, Pam, I'm going to see you tomorrow with the crew, with our tribe. Hello, adventurous spirit. Hey, Vaughn's on a roll. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whoo, I am doing good. What a story I have to tell you of just you all were so kind and generous. I got a Panera hot tea. I love the ginger peach tea there with honey. And I make my pour so much honey in it. It's so sweet. But oh, I see Wanda saying one of her dogs is sick. I'm sorry. Prayers asked. Absolutely. Poor little poor little things, they can't late when they're in pain, but when they're sick. Oh my goodness. Hello, Liza Shippard. Hello, hello. How is it going? You made it to alive. Yay, yay. Hey Judy. Judy, how's it going? Oh my goodness. Yes, we're sending Wanda love and prayers. Hey, hello from Central Texas. Lisa from Central Texas. Hello. I was in Central Texas not that long ago. Hey, Amy S. and Schooly Vibes. Hey, Stephanie, I'm going to see you tomorrow too. Oh my goodness. We're going to have quite a little ladies' lunch. Oh my goodness. How is Jessica? She's doing fine. She's doing fine. Thanks for asking, Amy. Hey, Debbie Johnson. Graham, all the way from Albury, Australia. Yes, following the Globies. Hey, if Graham's not here, I'm wondering, well, what's happening? What's going on? Hey, hey, CW Style 3. Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? Oh, and William Data. William, are you new to the house or is it just my memory's bad? But hello, hello. And oh my goodness, whew, I gave away so much chicken soup, hot chicken soup. You guys were so generous and donated to go out so I could go out and give hot chicken soup. I was going to do it on Sunday, but I wasn't able to do it on Sunday. A friend of mine's grandson, who she's raising, um, I had to take him for the day. She had to go to, long story, but she had to go to the emergency room suddenly on Sunday, and she just couldn't take him with her to the emergency room. So I had him for the day. So trying to, you know, keep him occupied, and that was not going to work. Having him and Jessica both out there giving chicken soup and heating it up, it just wasn't going to work. So we did some other things. Oh, do you guys? We went to the movies. Uh, maybe I'm just a real original cheapskate. But for one child, one adult, and one senior, because Jessica's considered adult since she's 18 or over, it was $51. $51 to go to the movies. And normally I was just speechless. I was like, what? We're not going to see a Broadway play here. But, what can I say? I was just flabbergasted. And of course, I went early to get our tickets so that we could then go and we go and we buy our little treats, and then we bring our treats and stuff in our pockets because I wasn't going to pay the high prices, especially after I found out it was $51. And then what happens? I lose the tickets. I kid you not. I still haven't found the tickets. I lost the tickets that they gave me to get in the movies. Fortunately, I'm part of this plan or something. I don't know, years ago I signed up. So they were able to go in and look that up. Plus, I called my credit card company, which I had put it on my credit card. They were able to verify and confirm that I had booked the movies and paid that price at that time. and there were only 3 other people in the movie, in that particular movie theater with us, so, I mean, you can tell if they've got their tickets and you've only sold 6, but I guess the paying $51 just threw me for such a loop that I lost the tickets. I couldn't think straight. Anyhow, let me go. Wanda says, "It's been years since I've been to the movies." We have a Fire Stick, so we just watch everything on there, but this was, um, the what do you call it? What did we see? Oh,
Avatar: The
that's
Way
right.
of Water.
Avatar, the new one, and it was 3D, so they wanted to see it in 3D, and I was like, "Holy moly." Graham says 15 and a wake up until we hand back the married quarter and the great adventure. Oh my goodness. So you're going to be doing a great adventure, Graham. You have to tell us about it. Tell us about it. Uh Liz says, "No, you're not a cheapskate. The prices are crazy." Yeah, yeah. Schoolie says, Schoolie vibes. Stephanie says, "I rarely go to the movie theater." Well, at those prices, she says maybe once every 3 years. Well, I did find out they have apparently, I think it's a $5 day. So I'm like, oh my goodness, why couldn't this been on a $5 day? I think Tuesday. So I'm gonna check. If it's Tuesdays, it's a $5 day. Well, that's more my style, $5. But yeah, that was a shock. Hey, Patty Southern Kitchen, hello, hello. I'm gonna roll these comments down because I'm missing a lot of them. Says hello, everyone. Hand pink waving. Oh my! Hey, Irma Velasquez. Hello, hello. Ivy Max. Now, what is hand pink waving? What is that? I'm missing something here. You guys are gonna have to fill me in. Yeah, Schooly Vibe says I had same. I have a Fire Stick. Yeah. Hey, one of the holy, my sister in love, Amy. Oh my gosh, I've got. Did I tell you guys about the hot sauce that she has developed? And she has one that's hot sauce, and one that's mild hot sauce, still hot, but they are the bomb. And I'm going to try and do a promotion. Maybe I will. If you guys are interested in me doing a giveaway on some of this fabulous hot sauce, let me know. Put a thumbs up if you want me to see about doing a giveaway on some of these hot sauces, and then you can be the critique for her on her hot sauce. But I'm telling you, it is good. It is really good. I usually like Louisiana hot sauce, but I like this even better. It's got a tang. It's just really good. Hey, Carlene Griffith, hello, saying hi to Nora. Uh Graham says I probably put the tickets somewhere safe. Yeah, I put them somewhere safe. No one could ever find them, Graham. Oh, Vaughn's on a roll says, "Remember the good old days when the matinee was $5 or less?" I do. I remember when my mom gave me $5 for me and Donald to go to the movies. I remember those days. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Well, it's just, it's something. Yes, on Tuesdays, Amy says. Okay, well, I'll have to try starting going on Tuesday if we're going to go at all. But this was, an emergency. So what could I say? Vaughn's on a roll says hot sauce. Yay. Okay, got one hot sauce. Hey, someone saying hi to Sylvia. So Sylvia Torres in the house. Hello, Sylvia. I emailed you, Sylvia, earlier today, so I don't know if you've got it yet. Hey, Debbie. Debbie is in the house. Debbie Carlson. Hello. Hi, Red. Red-headed Riding Hood is here. Oh my goodness. Whew, well, let me give you a report on the hot chicken soup. It was a huge, huge success. I got it from Costco. Costco has fabulous chicken. They use their rotisserie chicken. Actually, Nora told me something. I talked to Nora about a week ago, and she was telling me I used to always cook my chicken soup. I would make it from raw chicken and cut it up and, then put the seasoning and the vegetables and everything in at the appropriate time. And I also put sausage in mine and stuff. Well, she was telling me about someone that she saw who did who did the same thing with their chicken, but they did it with cooked chicken. And I was thinking, wow, no wonder Costco's chicken soup is so good, because they use their rotisserie chicken, which is already cooked and the flavors have come down into it and it's all juicy. So I'm going to try next time I make homemade chicken, I'm going to try making it with one of Costco's rotisserie chickens or a chicken that I season up and have cooked. I'm going to try making it with a cooked chicken. Do any of you, oops, excuse me, every time I get on a live, sorry about that. My nose starts running. I am so sorry. I don't know what it is. It's like every time, what can I say? Excuse me. But so the rotisserie chicken, have any of you tried making chicken soup with chicken that's already cooked? I'm gonna try that. Oh my goodness. Hey, Patty, Southern Kitchen and More. Have you tried doing chicken with chicken that's already cooked, or do you always do your chicken soup with starting from raw chicken? I'm just wondering, the cooks in the house. Graham Whitaker says $5 and it was packed out. Lisa was saying a little bit earlier that there were dollar movies. Yeah, wasn't that, well, actually it was a few years back when they had dollar movie here, but they were movies that were like 10 years old. So it didn't really count if you got a 10-year-old movie for $1. It is chilly here, still a little chillier than normal. So I am having some of this ginger peach tea. I just love it. I told you guys. One of the holy says, say a prayer for me, everyone, doing a vending event tomorrow. Oh, I'll have to talk to you, Amy. What kind of vending event? That sounds very interesting. Kathleen's in the house. Hello, Kathleen. Kathleen Klein, hello. Maybe you're allergic to us. No, I don't think so, Kathleen. I don't think so. It's just like, every time, you go somewhere, you smell a certain thing, you get hungry. Or every time, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just a habit. It happened once, so now it happens all the time. What can I say? I don't know. Maybe talking makes my nose run. I don't know, but um oh, Amy says she loves Panera. I do too. Uh, probably a YouTube allergy, Schooly Vibes is saying. I hope not. I'm in real trouble if I'm allergic to YouTube. Oh my goodness. Debbie Carlton says, no Costco near me, so I have to use Walmart's rotisserie chicken. Yeah, Walmart's rotisserie chicken, it just doesn't compare to Costco. And Costco's rotisserie chickens, they're nice and plump. And they're just so full of flavor and juicy and Walmart's, their chickens are getting smaller and smaller, just like everything. I guess these grocers and food manufacturers must think we're really dumb because it seems like every time I go into the store, the packages are getting smaller. The prices are getting the same, like in cereal boxes but the packages are smaller. Like even bacon, it's no longer a pound. It's 12 ounces now. I mean, I could go on and on. I guess they figure we won't notice the difference, but I do. I do. Patty's Southern Kitchen and More says, yes, I always season and cook my chicken for soup. Okay, so you don't use cooked chicken. I had never done it before, but Nora said it was delicious, and I could see how it would really be good. And I'm sure they must use their rotisserie chickens for Costco. So I'm gonna try it and keep the skin on and everything. Oh, the cooked with the seasoning. I bet it's gonna be delicious. Red says my daughter, middle one, she does the chicken soup with rotisserie chicken, and I think it comes out really good. But she did it okay on the day I was leaving Philly, so I didn't really try it. Okay. All right. One of the holy says Grifton Arts in the Park, several vendors getting together to sell what they create. Ooh, I hope I'm going to be there one of these days when they have that. One of the holy says, thanks, adventurous. Adventurous Spirit Pam is saying, Carol, when are we going to get a van tour? Someone asked me that the other day, and I want to put up, the tour that I did with Kate, and she had those beautiful curtains up in the back. I think I want to put curtains up, and once I put the curtains up, I'm going to do a tour because I do have things that are a little bit that are somewhat different. I was with actually met with Bob Wells a week or so ago, and he was going to do a tour, and we decided to do something else instead because I said, well, it's not really all that different. but now that I'm looking at it, there are some things. So Pam, I'm gonna try and do one maybe. I'm gonna say try and do it by April, by next month. That will be my goal, to see if I can get the curtains done and the seat up front. Yeah, I would say by April. So remind me, Pam. But that's it. Lucia Marie says it's the ginger tea, Carol. Oh, is that it? Well, no, I don't usually have ginger tea. This is the first time I've actually had ginger tea on a live. We were just I was actually, here's what my plan was. I was planning to go to where I did the chicken soup giveaway and handout and see if I could gather some of the people and have them just talk about, what it was like eating the hot chicken soup. But Jessica and her little boyfriend got out of the movies a little late, so I couldn't really make it there in time. So I'm actually, I said, well, you know what? I'm going to Panera and getting some hot tea since I can't make it there. So one of the Holy says, I love the chicken from Sam's Club. Their rotisserie is so good. Oh, have you ever had Costco, and how do you compare the two, Amy? I haven't ever had. I don't belong to Sam's Club. I'll have to find someone who belongs to Sam's Club so I can try theirs too and compare the two. Nora says, Amy, offer people a discount if they buy a few at the show. Trust me. Oh, okay, okay. Well, Nora used to be at trade shows all the time, right, Nora? And she is an expert. So, Nora, maybe you can hook up with Amy and give her a few tips, because Nora was at trade shows for years and years and years and had a very successful business. So, she really has a lot of great tips to share. Graham says, I've made chicken soup both ways. Both are great, but the bride doesn't like the bones and skin. So, I now cook it, then strain it and take the meat off the bone. The things we do for love. Well, you can still get the cooked one and just take it all, bone it, and then put the meat and everything in there and still do it that way, Graham. Nora says, one of the holy, Amy says, I definitely will, Arcuda. That's good advice. It is. Nora has a lot of good advice. Kathleen Klein says, Jessica, could you not do that, please? Kathleen Klein says, the last rotisserie chicken I got from Walmart looked like a Cornish game hen. It was so tiny. Yep. I looked at them and they were like, I think they were like $7.99 or something. I mean, I thought they were a bit expensive for what they were offering. And sometimes they're up there quite a while and they were dry. You know how when you get a chicken and the wing is all kind of separating from it, it's really dry. Oh yeah. So I was like, mm-mm. Now, I have been trying to order from this butcher at Fraser Farms. I've been trying to order some turkey wings for the last 3 weeks. I ordered them. They said they'd have them in on a certain date. I came in. They didn't have them. And we've been going through this 3 times. Finally, the butcher said, I'll just get them for you, and you're not going to have to pay for them since you've been here so many times. So hopefully, but turkey wings really are my favorite, are my absolute favorite. Seasoned, oh, my mom used to make them so good, all seasoned and baked in the oven with rice and gravy. Oh, it just makes me hungry even thinking about it. Oh my goodness. I'm looking to see. Nora says, Amy, my husband and I used to do 30 to 40 shows a year. Trust me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I told you. Nora is really an expert at it. No, Amy says I can use all the advice I can get. Schooly Vibe says, I'll interview you for your channel. Okay. Okay. All right. That sounds like a plan. Someone else has asked me and I said that they could, but if they don't, Stephanie, I'll definitely let you do it. But we're going to be having lunch tomorrow, Stephanie, so we can talk about it. Graham says, what makes me laugh is I can get a cooked chicken cheaper than. Isn't that crazy? The chickens at Costco that are already cooked, rotisserie, delicious, just right off the rack, and you just serve them up, are cheaper than the chickens that are in the grocery store uncooked. What is that about? I don't get it. I don't get it. But, a lot of things don't make sense these days. Lynn Pica says, "Oh, hoot hoot, always good to see you live, Gloria." Well, it's Carol, but everyone calls me Gloria, so I answer to that too. But hey, Lynn, good to see you here in the house too, Lynn. Everyone seems to think since my name is Glorious Life on Wheel, a lot of people think I don't know, but you're not alone. Most people have said the same thing, but well, I always say I answer to anything as long as you just don't call me late to dinner. Hey, RV Rebel Girl is in the house. Hello. She said loved your video of the spot. I know, wasn't that cool? If you guys have not seen the video that I posted this morning, go over and check it out. It's of actually another YouTuber, mobile traveler, um, Randy, and he has I couldn't believe it when I first saw it, and I thought I got to go back and video this. He has set up a tent, and he has an outside lounge that has sofas out there. Inside, he has sofas. He has tables. He has a whole kitchen set up. When I was there, he had a shower set up, a complete shower set up. And he said he set it up for ladies, so it was high, so you couldn't see over it. And then he's made that now in his garage, but he has a TV also. I mean, go you and he's got it set up and he's on BLM, so he's paying like the $180 for from mid-September to mid-April. So he's paying like $25 a month rent, and he's got this whole little apartment out in the desert. I mean, it's just a hoot. It really is a crack up. People were asking me, well, does he sleep in there? Well, sometimes he might sleep in there, or he'll have friends over who will sleep there, but he does have a van. That's what he travels in. So that's what he usually mostly sleeps in. But he's got this apartment, it's got a clubhouse, and people do like one of the guys that was there that was on the video, he was there visiting, so he was going to be sleeping in there after everyone left. So it's just amazing. And he has it all set up with canvas and with PVC, and that's what's supporting it. You have to go see it. It's just it's really something. So it gives you a lot of ideas of what you could do. Hey, Lindy, Lava Lindy's in the house. Oh my goodness. Me and Lava Lindy is coming here next weekend. And so is Lisa from Outdoor Dash Travels. So Lava Lindy, Lisa, and me are going to be together next weekend. So it's going to be a hoot and good time. We're going to do some fun stuff. We're going to be shooting a lot of videos, a lot of videos. Lisa's going to try and finally, to the best of her ability, because I'm a hard study, but she's going to try and get me set up on some things on YouTube that I haven't. I'm finally going to be doing memberships. I was not going to do them. I've been 3 years. I've not done Patreon, Cash App, or whatever that is. Any of that stuff. I just didn't want to, but I've decided that since I'm traveling so much, and I'm going to be traveling even more this coming year across the country, and to get content, I feel comfortable setting up memberships and Cash App for people who want to support the channel. So those are things that are coming up, but mainly we're just going to have some fun. I mean, some really, really good fun. So they will actually be probably on my live, at least for part of it next week. So tune in and you will see Lava Lindy, Lisa Outdoor Dash Travels. Go over and check out Lava Lindy. She's got some great videos up on the 5 things that she doesn't like about van life, and she's got some appliances that she really likes. Also, Lisa and Outdoor Dash Travel does a live every Sunday at 5 Pacific, which would be, I guess it'll be 7 Central and 8 East Coast. But yeah, so fun times coming up this week. I can hardly wait. Plus, I'm getting together with lunch with schooly vibes and adventurous spirit, and Christine, we're just, whew, I tell you, I never dreamed that, is that the right word, dreamt? Is that even conjugating that vowel? Oh, okay, well, I was never good at conjugating verbs or anything, but anyhow, whatever the word is, I never even thought that at 70, my life would be so rich with so many friends. I just spent some time with Schoolie Carol and Quartzsite. I mean, it's just going to lunch with the girls for the tribe tomorrow, going to be with Lisa and Lindy next weekend. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wanda Hutchins says, I heard that sometimes Sam clubs, well, back to the comments. I know I'm jumping all around. Sam's Club has already shredded rotisserie breasts for sale. Yeah, Costco also has shredded rotisserie chicken for sale sometimes. So, oh, thank you, Instagram. Nora dropped her link there, so you can go over and get in touch with her. Anyone who wants to see her artwork, but also Amy can go over and get in touch with Nora. Uh, One of the holy says, Wanda, I didn't know that. I'll look for that. Um, Use it in my chicken, yeah, and dumplings. I'm gonna tell you, there is nothing like homemade chicken soup to fight off a cold. And they have found that it's not just an old wives' tale, but there's actually antibiotic um, properties in chicken soup, you know? So go figure. Vaughn's on a roll says, Carola, have you ever tried rotisserie at Smart and Final? I haven't. They're pretty big, bigger than anywhere else I've tried. I haven't. You know what I should do? I should make a chicken soup with Costco, with Sam's, and with Smart and Final and see which one comes out best. Although for the, I wonder, okay, the chicken soup at Costco runs about $15 a container. So I wonder, by the time you put your time and effort and all the seasonings, the chicken broth, the everything that I put in it, it's probably cheaper and easier just to buy Costco's chicken soup. The only thing is, at the end of winter, they usually stop making it. So then I guess I do have to make it from scratch. Um, Hey, Caroline Hannah's in the house. Hello, hello, Miss Net. Hello, hello, Miss Net. Oh my goodness. Everyone's saying hello to Lava Lindy. Caroline says, just getting online. Okay, okay. Um, well, I started. Oh, Miss Nets, you're allergic to chicken? Oh my goodness. Oh, Nora says, get back to the story, telling how it went with the soup. Okay, let me get back to the story. I'm going to stop answering the comments for right now. So if you have a comment, just I'll put it up there in a minute and I'll get back around to it. But I went, I was going to, couldn't do it Sunday. So I was trying to find a day during the week that I could do it. So finally found a day to go out and do it. And I called someone who lives near the area in her trailer. She parks her trailer near the area where it's a huge homeless encampment. And so I called her and I said, can you, because she kind of helps and gives food to people that are there and kind of, tries to help people that are um, out in that area. And you may remember her. I interviewed her a while back. Her name is Kat, and she has the two golden retrievers. So I called her. I said, well, can you pass the word that I'm going to be out on, this date to hand out hot chicken soup? So she said she'd pass out the word. And then I called one other person to see if they would pass the word out. And then I also went down there and talked to a couple of people and said, hey, I'm going to be here, this time on this day to hand out chicken soup. So I ended up talking to Kat a little while before I was heading over there. I was heading out to Costco to get the soup to go over there because I wanted to hand it out from 5 to 6 because I really wanted to leave before it got dark because it's not the safest area. And she said, well, the word is on the street that they're coming to do sweeps tonight, and they're going to get everyone out. They're knocking down tents, they're taking everything out, and so on and so forth. I was like, well, that doesn't make sense because I've come out there trying to hand out chicken soup and everyone's scrambling trying to get their tents, and no one's going to be worried about chicken soup. They're going to be trying to run for their lives and get all their stuff up. So I said, well, she goes, well, that's what the word is on the street, and that's what someone just came by and said, and the person who's going to do the sweep is the person who told them. So I said, you know what, before I go get this soup, because I don't want to hold it for several days and have it go bad on me, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna come down there and check this out myself and come down and see if the sweep is going on, because if it is, I'll have to figure something else out. So I got down there, and by the time I got down there, I talked to several people, and they're saying, no, there's no sweep tonight. Well, by that time, it's really kind of late. It's like by the time we get this all sorted out, it's almost 5 o'clock, which is the time I was going to start. But I said, you know what? People have already heard that I'm coming down here, that I'm going to hand it out the soup. I'm going to do it tonight since they're not doing the sweep. So I said, I'll be back. So then I had to go all the way to Costco, get the soup and stuff, then come back, then set up because you can't leave your table and stuff there. You just can't. I'm not going to go into detail, but you can imagine you can't leave stuff there. So I come there, I set everything up. But then I get at this, I've got this. I was so discombobulated by this time, I forgot my large pot. So she had a huge pot. So I had so much soup in the pot. I mean, it's up to the top because I bought gobs and gobs of these tubs of soup, that I realized this is going to take forever for this soup to heat up. And I can't hand out cold soup. What's the point? It's a cold night. I'm here to hand out hot soup. So I did stay. By the time I got everything set up to start handing out this soup, it was after 6, it was like 6:30. So I'm handing, but a lot of people came. I mean, a lot of people came, and they got the soup, and they were so happy. And so there was one guy that he was lying on the ground, and he had on this little paper thin, like a receiving blanket you get at the hospital for a baby. I mean, it's like maybe a quarter of an inch thick. He had that blanket on. By this time, it's night, it's dark, and it's cold. Well, I had this comforter that I was supposed to give to someone, and the guy didn't show up. So I asked him, I said, would you like a thick comforter? And he was like, are you kidding? Do you have a thick comforter? I said, I certainly do. So I was able to give that to him. He got some hot chicken soup, and he was good to go. And everyone was just so grateful. One guy, he was so cute. He came up, and he was a veteran, but he's kind of young. He said they had he had been once he got out of the service, he was in San Diego, and he decided to stay, and it was so expensive that he just was having problems and ended up on the streets. But he got a cup, or a bowl rather, because I gave out bowls. He got a bowl of the soup, and as he's walking away, he was tasting it, and he turned right around, came back. He said, this is so delicious, and it's so good. Can I have one more bowl to take for the road? I said, yes, of course you can. Oh, so it was a big success. Talked to a lot of women, and I'm going to do a video on. Oh, I mean, there are some serious stories about some of these women that are on the streets, and some of the stories they were telling me I'm going to be sharing with you in upcoming videos. But I was all packed up. By now it's like, I don't know, 7:30 or later, and I'm thinking, and so a couple of the ladies stayed with me, until I got all the soup, and then they said, "Okay, we're heading out of here." As I was packing up, so everyone's gone except me. It's dark. And I'm thinking, okay, this is not the greatest thing. Fortunately, I had Jessica in the van. I had it locked. I said, "Let me get packed up and get on out of here because it's not the best area. Well, it's not a good area at all." Just as I'm getting ready to leave, this guy comes up, and he says, "Do you have any? I heard you were handing out soup. Do you have any more?" And I had given out the last of the heated soup, because I kept pouring more in, heating it up, pouring more in, heating it up. So, I mean, I gave out literally buckets of soup. And I said, I don't have any more hot. He goes, can you just scrape the bottom and give me what's on the bottom? And I showed him, I said, literally, there is nothing on the bottom. I scraped the bottom to give it to the last person who was here. So he looked so despondent. He just stood there looking at me so sad. And I realized I had one more tub in the van. And I'm thinking, No, no, I can't do this. But all I could do is look at him, and I went and got the last tub. I said, "Well, it's gonna be about 15 minutes before it can be heated up." I said, "But you need to stay close to me here." Because I will. I said, and I don't want to waste this soup, and I don't want to take it back home. So, if you have a container, I'll give you all of what's here. And he goes, "Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it." So anyhow, I did gave him a laugh, but the funny thing, I was looking over, and he was, he had like this. Wasn't a 5 gallon thing of water. It was maybe a 2 gallon big container for water, and he's trying to cut off the neck of that so I could pour the soup in it for him to take with it. And I was like, I didn't want to pour the hot soup back into the containers they came in because I was afraid it would melt it. But I was like, let's just try seeing if we can, pour it back in. He goes, I said, I'll put it in here because these have lids on them. So I gave him that, and he took it out. And by that time I was like, okay, you need to stay here and try to pack up and get out of here. And he was like, okay, I will, I will. But it was a success, a rip roaring success. So much so, I think I'm going to do it maybe once a month. I'm thinking maybe after my lives, once a month on Saturday. And I was thinking maybe I would do it the last Saturday of the month because someone said something to me while I was there. He needed to get something, and he goes, "Well, yeah, I was talking, I was talking to each person who come up, find out how did you get on the street, how did and I was getting their stories and just talking." And he said something he was trying to buy. I can't remember. He goes, "But and I'll be able to get it tomorrow because I just got my check on the first." And I started thinking, probably, if I'm going to do it once a month, doing it the last Saturday of the month, because that's when everyone's broke and probably's run out of food and run out of whatever they need. And that's when they would need it the most, because there are people who are there on disability and different, veterans benefits and things. And by the end of the month, they have nothing left. So that would be when it's really needed as opposed to the beginning of the month. So what do you guys think? That's just what I'm thinking. But it was a big success. Whew, it actually was quite an undertaking. It was much more of an undertaking than I realized it would be. I have to admit. I've volunteered at soup kitchens and stuff, but I was just handing out the food. I wasn't, getting it, preparing it, setting it up, doing all that stuff. I My hats are off to anyone who runs a soup kitchen because they are, oh my goodness, they're something. But oh my goodness, Red-Headed Riding Hood. Oh, thank you, Red. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Super, thank you, thank you. That will go into the pot for the once a month chicken soup. But I actually have some money left over still from the donations, you guys. I mean, I bought pots and pots, or I should say, buckets and buckets of soup. And then I got some extra spoons and extra bowls. But I do have a little left over, but that's it's just something I want to do once a month. And I think it would be, and once it's not so cold, maybe I'll do other stuff like, I don't know. I have to think about it. You can do spaghetti, you can do lots of things. So anyhow, I do not want to be a soup kitchen. That's not my goal. But once a month, I think a home cooked meal would be a great thing to do. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted on how it comes along. And maybe one of these days, I'll take you out on a live when I'm doing it. And maybe I'll try and do a live from my phone. And we'll see. Oh my goodness. Blue Sky 1972. Thank you. Oh my goodness, 20 bucks. Thank you so much. You guys, I'm not saying this to get donations. I really am going to do this, and I'm able to do this. I'm going to start memberships if you want to support the channel through memberships, but it's just in my heart to do. And there's so many stories out there. And if you'd like me to bring you some of them, would you give me a thumbs up? Because I think I think, but for the grace of God, but for the parents I had, for the opportunities that I've been given, that could easily have been me, or any of us, quite frankly. But Red says the food bank was at the grocery store, but they left before I could give them a donation. Oh, so okay. Well, thank you, Red. Thank you. Lava Lindy's says wonderful blue skies. Yes, blue skies. Sylvia Torres says, welcome, Blue Skies 1972. Blue Skies, I think this is your first time in the house, isn't it? Did I miss you before when you've been here? Oh my goodness. And Vaughn's on a roll. Oh, thank you, Vaughn's on a roll. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Thank you, you guys. Oh my goodness, I'm overwhelmed by you. I'm overwhelmed, But I'm gonna take you with me one of these days. I don't know which one it'll be, but one of these days. And I told you, I think last week, there's a couple that I really has just been in my heart since I met them. And I found out earlier in the week that she had been attacked on the street. That's a whole nother story. I haven't had a chance to talk to her, and I've got to find out what's going on. And you know, here's my feeling. I don't I don't have the unrealistic expectations that I can necessarily change a person's life, but I can make a small impact. And what I guess I always have thought, can I leave this person a little better off than I found them? That's not a hard thing to do. Just a little better off. Not revolutionize their life, not turn their life around. If they're on drugs, I can't get them off drugs. If they're, have cancer, I can't cure them of cancer. If they have mental illness, I can't, snap my fingers and make them, whole again. But can I do just a small act of kindness that can just leave them better off than I found them? Whether it's a comforter, whether it's a hot meal, whether it's an encouragement. I mean, we don't have to do I've discovered in the years that I've been on this life, you don't always have to do huge, big things to make an impact. I was talking to someone the other day who was telling me about, how I used to give them meals from my cooking show. And I didn't really think anything of it, but they were telling me what a big help it had been. And that's been over a year ago. And they were telling me about that. And I was like, wow, we never know the small thing that you do, the large impact that it's going to have. And here's a person remembering this a year or two later. So, like I said, you can just, when you have the chance to, when the opportunity presents itself, if you can leave someone better off than they were when you encountered them, take that opportunity if you can. But anyhow, okay, Graham says, yes, Carol, alive would be just magical. All right, I'm going to see about trying that. Blue Sky 1972, thumbs up to you as well. Adventurous Spirit says, please tell their stories. All right, I'm gonna see about maybe telling some of them. Betty Dodson says, hello, Carol. That's so amazing. Love you. Thank you. Thank you, Betty. Red says, thanks, Vaughn's on a roll. One of the holy, thank you. Ask for the super chats. Blessings to you. Oh, no. Like I said, I'm going to start my memberships, and anyone who wants to be a member. Now, here's what I'd like to ask. I've been trying to get my Glow Academy off the ground. I just haven't been able to do it. So, I just have been helping people as I can with their channels as I can. Um, but I do still want to start Glow Haven. Oh, I know what I want to tell you. The Magic Bus and Us is someone who I interviewed, her and her daughter, Tamara and her daughter, I don't know, maybe a year ago or more. She just bought 2.5 acres in California. That's right, 2.5 acres in California. Now, I don't know how it's zoned, but she said she's going to do so. Go over there. She did a short, and she said she's going to do a video on how she did it with, I don't know, because I know she didn't have a whole lot of money. So I had a call in here today. I said, "Girl Lee," I left a message. "You got to tell me how you did this in California and in Southern California." So, hey, I may redo my look. I've been looking in Arizona, I've been looking in Nevada near Pahrump, and I have been looking in California, but more in Apple Valley. But she was near the wineries, 10 minutes from the wineries in Temecula. So I'm like, okay, okay. I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. Yeah, I don't know. Something may be coming up hopefully soon. So I'm going to have her come on and share how she did it. I think that would be really a fun and interesting video to see how she was able to, with very little money, because I know she didn't have a lot, buy a property in Southern California. So I got to check and find out the zoning though where she is, if it would, if it would permit that. Let's see. Oh, Lindy leaving on Thursday to San Diego. We'll talk later. Okay. Lava Lindy is leaving Thursday to come down to San Diego. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So we're gonna have, yes, blue sky. Okay, we're gonna have a thing to acknowledge you in a minute, blue sky. Graham says, but for the grace of God. Yep, yep, that's true. Blue sky says, I've been watching your videos, but this is my first time in your live. I am so glad you were here, Blue Sky. I am so glad. Thank you so much for coming in. Hey, Keeping Up with Colorado is here too. I hope you're feeling better. I know you've really been under the weather. I hope you are feeling better. Oh, Schooly Vibe says, I'll volunteer to assist you. Okay, Schooly, we'll talk tomorrow. We're going to meet up tomorrow, so we will talk tomorrow, Stephanie. Hey, Nora. Oh my goodness. Nora Arcuda 2001 999. Thank you, my dear friend Nora. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, thank you. Hey, newbie here, Joni. Oh my goodness. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this now. All of you all who are new in the live, this is your first time coming into a live. Would you please come in and would you please come in and greet, put a number one, put a number one, so we can know that this is your first time, because we want everyone to greet you. Even if you've already told us, can you go back and put a number one, so we can go back and everyone can give you, Glowbies, how we roll. We welcome our newbies, because you're now part of the Glow family. Hey, Wanderluster Bust. Hello is saying welcome. Amy and my doggy's body's beautiful life. Cold today. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a little chilly. Blue Sky 72 says we can all make a small impact together. Yes, we can. We truly can. We don't always realize it, but we can indeed. We can indeed. Um, Joni says, thank you, Arcuda 2001. Joni says, thank you all. So, okay, if you guys putting a number one. Nora says, Carol, look at the catalyst you were for the two women with kids. One step leads to another. I was just talking to someone about that last night. In fact, I was talking to someone out at the homeless soup giveaway, who was saying that they were remembering what happened with the two women, and speaking of that, I got to call Lisa and find out what's happening with them, how they're doing. uh Graham says, stop it, Carol, I'm already married. You're not getting your bride to beat me up, Graham. No way, no way, no way. Betty says, I'm new here and I love it. Oh, so Betty's new in the house. um okay, I are you guys put a number one, because that's how we'll go through and greet everyone. Put a number one, please, if you're new. Even if you already said it, put a number one so we can come back around and greet you. Oh my goodness, I know Joni, Betty, oh my goodness, Blue Sky, wow. uh Adventurous Spirit says a kind smile can make a person's day as well. Isn't that true? That is so, a kind smile or a kind word, can really make, I know if someone goes up to Jessica and says, "Oh, I love your hair, I love your dress," her whole face just lights up. So, it really truly can, and it costs us nothing to do that. Redheaded Riding Hood says, "If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If I can ease one life the aching, or cool one pain, or help one fainting robin into his nest again, I shall not live in vain." Oh, that's so true. Thank you, Red. Thank you for sharing that. Emily Dickinson. Well, she was a beloved poet for, wasn't for no reason. There's with good reason. All right. Sylvia says, "Carol, the little things are the most memorable, and believe me, that will be the most appreciated. You have a good heart." Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you. Oh my goodness, my goodness. Graham says, "Hello, Betty from Oz." Don't forget to have a thumbs up. Thank you, Nora. I always forget to say that. Have a thumbs up. Share this out if you will. You just go on there and share it out. And all right. Can my Joni says California's expensive. Yes, but she managed, Tamara managed to. I'm gonna find out why. I mean how. And when I find out how she did it, I'm gonna share it with you. But better yet, I'm gonna try and get her on here to share it with you herself. But so Red says Red wants to know, "I need more people to interview. I'll contact her too. That would be great." Yes, she would be great to interview. She would be great to interview. Okay. Can my moderators please put your links up so everyone can know what fabulous moderators I have and can go over and show you some love if you have a channel. So, can you go over and show some love to my moderators? Hey, Golden Amethyst 888 says, "I've been watching for years, never caught a live." Well, you got one now. So, everyone, let's greet Golden Amethyst. Welcome. We got Golden Amethyst. Oh my goodness, another newbie in the house. Oh my goodness. Whoo, we got lots of newbies here. Our family is growing and growing and growing, isn't it? That is so, so cool. Oh my goodness. So my moderators, now can anyone who has a channel, who's a YouTube creator, can you put a C there so we can know that and we can all go over and show you some love? I know a lot of you, but Blue Sky 72 says, "I'm not a nomad, but I find it interesting. I can never do it because of epilepsy, so I live vicariously." Well, you are welcome here, Blue Sky, and we will share all our stories, good, bad, ugly, crazy, fun, whatever. But hey, there's so many things I live vicariously. I could never be a skydiver, but I like watching it and a lot of stuff. So that's a good way to watch and enjoy. So any content creators, please put a C, in a C, so we know that you're a content creator. Now, Nora from Arcuda 2001 is not a content creator as far as YouTube, but she's a fabulous content creator as far as artwork. So go over and check her. She's on Instagram on Nora Keg. So go over and check her out. Um Nora says Golden Amethyst watched last week's live stream. It, oh yeah, last week. Last week was a scream, wasn't it? That poor guy, I tell you what, oh my goodness, but Vanna Mae's boyfriend, I put him through the ringer, didn't I? But he stood up to it. That was so cute. He was so cute. And so he was such a good sport, wasn't he, you guys that were here? We had a young lady on who was just as cute as can be, and a lovely young woman, and she was telling us about her boyfriend. So, and he was in the chat. So I said, "Okay, you got to come on up so we can give you the once over and see if you're good enough for our little Vanna Mae." And so he came up, and so it was funny. It was funny, but fun. Not It was fun. I think it was fun. Maybe not for him, but for me it was. All right. Wanda says, "That's why I watch them too, Blue Skies. I have disabilities and don't know if I could do it." There are a lot of people with disabilities out there, but it depends on what it is. And, I always tell people, do you and do what's best for you. Not what's best for the person next to you, not what's best for the person in front of you or behind you, but what's best for you. And that's, Cheryl Dobinson says, "Hi, folks. Thanks for the greetings. Oh, welcome. You're welcome." Schooly Vibe says, "Gotta go. You all enjoy the rest of your weekend. You too, Stephanie, and I will see you tomorrow at lunch." Oh, my goodness. Do you believe it's that time? It's 4 o'clock. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Red, well, you guys have not putting in your C for content creator, but I know that Red-Headed Riding Hood has a channel, so go over and give her some love. Hey, Brenda Burner. Hello, hello. Love to your moderators. I know. Keeping Up with Colorado has a channel and she's a moderator. Hey, um, the broken-hearted homesteader. Oh, I haven't seen you before. Hello, hello. I'll have to go check you out. So give the broken-hearted homesteader some love. We'll go over and check her out. Red-headed Riding Hood. Go over and check her out. She's one of my fabulous moderators. Vaughn's on a roll. Go check Vaughn's on a roll. Donna Flynn, vocal coach, Toronto. Go over and check that out. Oh my goodness. Virtual hug. Oh, yes, virtual hug. I'm giving you all guys a virtual hug. Thank you, Blue Sky. RV Rebel Girl, go over. Oh, I saw you had a funny short. I saw it, Carolyn, of she go over and see, she's got this alligator crossing the road right in front of her. No, thank you, Florida. That's why I'm not going to be moving to Florida. Oh, no, no. But go over and check out RV Rebel Girl. Oh, my goodness. And Nora, go over and check out her Instagram, Nora Kaag. Oh, my goodness. Wanda Hutchins said, can someone put up Lava Lindy's link up? She left to go to work. Is there anyone in here who, guys know I don't know how to put up links, but hopefully once Lisa leaves this weekend, I will know how to put up links. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I don't guarantee it, but I'm going to work on it. But can one of my moderators put up? Oh, thank you. Red put up Nora's Etsy. Thank you for Nora's Etsy shop. And also, can someone put up? Oh, there's Patty's Southern Kitchen. Okay, Keeping Up with Colorado. And thank you, Red. She put up Lava Lindy's channel. Whew, time does go by fast, doesn't it? Keeping Up with Colorado. When you're with people you love and enjoy, it just flies by. But thank you, everyone, and I am going to start working on finding the stories that I want to share, stories from the streets. I mean, there are there's some really interesting people out there. There really are. And this one couple, though, they just keep coming back to my heart. I just, I just want more than anything to see them turn their lives around. I don't know. I don't know why I feel such a strong pull towards trying to see that, but we'll see. There's a reason. I don't know. All right. Um, let's see. Carol is 5 minutes before the comments. I know. Behind the comments. I am. What can I say? What can I say? I am. When I move the comments, then it stops them from going. And then I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm caught up. And then I realize, no, I just stopped them. But all right, everyone. Oh my good night. Good night. Good night. May the rest of your weekend be blessed and fun filled and adventure filled, and just may your journeys be filled with joy and blessings. And I love every single one of you. Thanks for joining the live, and do check out the video from this morning. It is so, and I have Schooly Carol talking about video earlier in the week. Schooly Carol talking about what she's going to be doing with her tiny house that she's planning to get this year. So lots of exciting stuff. All right. Love each and every one of you. Let me try and sign out. You know I have problems signing out, but I'm going to try. And I will see you next week. Oh, I do have I have a couple of videos I was planning to do last week, but I put them off because I'm going to talk about at least a controversial subject. I'm not right wingers. You guys know I'm not right wing. I'm not left crazy. I'm not right. I'm just, but this is a topic that I think needs to be addressed. And it's about a priority in this country that I think needs to be reorganized. So let me know if you think that I'm off the rail when I talk about it later this week. So be in tune for that. And it's going to be a series that I'm going to be doing about, that's my opinion or something. I haven't even named it yet, but I'm working on it. All right. I am really leaving now. See you guys later. Bye-bye.